situation where he can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where he just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And bringing them out is a Pro Bowler back in the 2015 campaign. He's now approaching a decade in the league. It's Teddy Bridgewater.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Bridgewater. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. The Buffalo offense ready to bring out their high-powered attack. And at the center of it all, of course, the rocket arm man in his 5th year out of Wyoming, Josh Allen. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They run here with a 2nd-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Our game here, really a dream matchup for folks who like good quarterback play, and really who doesn't like good quarterback play. I mean, you got the 2-time reigning MVP against a guy who many think could be holding that trophy in the very near future. Rodgers and Allen have faced off one time before, and it was the Packers who shut out the Bills that day 22-0. That was just Allen's 3rd NFL start. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw?
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And, look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll start with the option. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Bills sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Allen to throw once more. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we are tied 7-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Isaiah Hodgins was his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. To throw, it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Williams. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 25 yards that time.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. 7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. But right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now is Allen. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the counter, here's Williams. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
The duo of Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon split the work in Green Bay last season. Jones was still his excellent self with almost 1,400 all-purpose yards and 10 touchdowns. Even moved into the all-time top 5 for the pack in rushing. No small feat with that franchise's history.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. And this is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. So 3 points left on the table thanks to a great play there on special teams. They just couldn't protect long enough, Charles, to get that kick away. Yeah, special teams coaches aren't just simply there to applaud, right? And they're not just there to encourage. They're there to find weaknesses where you can go block the kick. Give them big credit for that one. Good scouting, and they executed it well. Now a throw right side, take it in here to start this drive. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen. No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme. Get a little bit more. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago. He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And here's Trenton Gill now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now out come the Bills. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done. It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing. Johnny Unitas? No, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember going for the age. I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? Just because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown! A great effort there. 48 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Taking it right down Broadway. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 75 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Moore, the man in motion. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go with Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. On play action, Allen. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. A nightmare of a 1st half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Bridgewater to throw it.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here's Williams to start the drive.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Allen off the play fake. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Going quickly out to the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a 1st down. Now Allen.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Allen.
Targeting more, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The busy night continues for Williams. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. And the offense moving quickly to the line. In motion, the tight end. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. They run. It's Williams. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 4. And the Bills are going to have it 1st and goal. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Javonte Williams,
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
To the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Bridgewater's throw finds its target, Dobbs.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Bridgewater now from the 50.
They'll find Hodgins there complete.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
135 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Javonte Williams
with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Desmond King to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
140 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Javonte Williams,
A 3-yard touchdown run.
and the Bills up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. The Packers ready to take over offensively. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now here's a throw that's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down. To throw, Bridgewater.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On second down, Bridgewater again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
On third down, here's Jones. Down to the 25. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Desperation time. 4th down, Bridgewater. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Now Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Carlos Basham, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They throw it out right complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Personal foul, unnecessary running.
Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Johnson's got it complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Allen to throw once more. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some exploit.